What's up, everybody? It's CJ, and I'm back with another Sims 4 speed build. So I had a whole different video planned today. Like, I was going to do something in The Sims 3, but I kind of noticed last night when I was streaming on Twitch that I low-key, high-key, honestly, needed to build something in The Sims 4 because I'm running out of time. So as some of you may know, or if you don't know, I am doing a series or like a LP on Twitch. It's called the Hot Tea Challenge. It is so fun, y'all. We have been doing it for a couple of months. I'm only on Generation 3, which is kind of crazy, but it's a lot of fun. Like, there's a lot of lore with the family. It's so funny, y'all. It's one of those LPs where it's like there's always something going on, even when you don't really want it to be anything going on. Where we are currently, we're on Generation 3, and my heir and her husband literally died. Like, they literally died streams apart, basically. So my heir's name was Boba, and her generation is all about being a runaway teen. You know, you tell your parent that you are pregnant, and then they kick you out, and then you have to kind of like survive and all that good stuff. And eventually you open up your own like yoga studio, fitness center kind of place. But yeah, she died recently, and I'm really still sad about it because like I loved Boba so much, y'all. Like, she was just so like literally she was kind of like the black sheep of the family in a way, where it's like everyone would always call her out, or like she had a twin sister named Matcha. Matcha was really mean to her. It was just a whole thing. Again, if you do want to watch any of the stuff I'm talking about, by the way, I do have a second YouTube channel, so I archive my Twitch streams because like Twitch doesn't do that after a while. They delete the streams. So a couple of years ago, I just started archiving my live streams. So if you would like to see the Hot Tea Challenge, I'll leave a link to the playlist down below. It'll be on my second YouTube channel. And if you don't know, I do have a second channel. It's just for like Twitch stuff though. I rarely upload edited content. Like, I did a shopping stream a while ago, so like that's on there. But yeah, usually it's just like unedited Twitch streams and stuff like that. But long story short, Boba died. So she has a daughter named Hope. She actually has a few kids actually, but Hope is the youngest one, and she's going to be the heir because the heir for the next generation has to be a girl. So we have Hope, and she's a teenager, y'all. Like, when I tell you, it was so sad because like Boba died in her sleep in the game, and if you've never seen that death with life and death, it is kind of traumatic. Like, it's very sad. Like, I've seen it one time when the pack first came out, but it's been a couple years, kind of forgot about it. And then when I saw it a couple of days ago, it was so sad. Like, she died in, like, y'all, it was, I couldn't handle it. But anyway, Hope is basically living by herself. Like, she's living in that big house by herself. She's a teenager still. We're like days away from aging up, and it's not so bad though, because we kind of finished all of the things that we had to do for the Generation 3. So like, it's not like we lost the challenge. It's just kind of like we have to just play until she ages up, because you have to start as a young adult for the next generation. So literally Hope has just been kind of living her best life. She's been like partying, going to like little teen clubs. She even started a teen club. We ended up meeting a couple cool people from the club as well. It's so weird though, because like she had this guy, they're not dating, but like they have a crush on each other. Like, they never even kissed, but she has a crush on him. And I gave him a makeover after stream one night. Well, I saw that he was a werewolf when I gave him the makeover, but I low-key forgot about it because it was like, you know, like since that stream has been like a week, I kind of forgot. I streamed this series on Mondays and Tuesdays, by the way. So last night for me, technically, we had like a party at the house. Tell me why it was a full moon. I forgot he was a werewolf, y'all. He literally went on a whole entire werewolf rampage and like destroyed stuff in my house. And I'm like, bro, this is so sad. We had to like trick him to go outside, and I had to like run in the house and lock the door. It was a lot going on. And then it was so weird though, because like one of our friends in the group is a vampire, and I didn't know that. So like when Hope was asleep in her room, the other guy that was a vampire, he was like standing in front of the stairway and like would not move. I guess he was like trying to guard it or something. Like, it was giving Twilight. I don't know. It was very weird. Like, it was not even planned for it to go that way, but it was kind of giving Twilight. So like I said, it's just a lot of stuff that's going on in the series. But basically, this apartment is for Hope. Now, this apartment is very run down, as you can see. I kind of just talked over a lot of stuff, but it's very run down. So the whole thing with Generation 4, I need to reread it actually, and if you want to see the rules, I'll leave them linked down below. But basically for Gen 4, you basically struggle for a little bit. I think we have to be like a nail tech, and then like after a couple days, you quit your job. You basically find like a sim that you fall in love with, and then they have to be rich, I believe. And then the sim that you fall in love with, you have to fall in love with their sibling, because like the whole thing with Hot Tea is like it's kind of messy, you know, like a lot of drama and stuff like that. So yeah, basically we have to marry into a rich family, and then like kind of just, you know, just hop from one sibling to the next basically. So I kind of want to hope to struggle a little bit because I feel like out of all the kids that Boba and Moss, which is the dad, out of all the kids they had, I feel like Hope has like the least amount of survival instinct. Like, you know, because like again with Generation 3, Boba and Moss, you know, they got kicked out while they were in high school. Like, they struggled a lot, y'all. Like, you may remember I did a factory speed build a couple of months ago. It was for those Sims. Like, they struggled. They lived in an old broke down factory, no lights, no water, no anything. Like, they literally were collecting water to take showers, bathing in the streams. Like, it was a whole thing. So like the fact that like they have all these survival instincts and Hope has none of them. Like, y'all, you should have seen her at that party with the werewolf, just running from one room to the next room. I'm like, sis, this is your house. You need to lock in and tell this man to get out. It was a whole thing. Anyway, yeah, so I kind of want her to struggle a little bit. You know, maybe her having more humble beginnings and stuff like that, she'll like be more appreciative, because I feel like she in a way has her head in the clouds, because like she's kind of spoiled. She's the youngest one. The family has money now, so I feel like she's a little bit spoiled. So yeah, if we have to kind of be a Nell tech, you kind of have to start from square one and like, you know, get marry into like a rich family. I thought maybe it would be a cool idea if I just built her like a really rundown apartment. I've been doing a lot of rundown builds lately, honestly. Like, if you've seen my Barnacle Bay renovation series, or if you don't know, I've been renovating and fixing up a lot of the lots in Barnacle Bay, which is a world in The Sims 3, and that world is like notorious for just being really bad. Like, it was so weird because it came out not long after the base game did. And so having like two beachy tropical worlds back to back is just kind of like already. But like, Barnacle Bay is bad, y'all. Like, the lots, some of them are okay, but a lot of the houses and lots are just kind of bad. Like, I can't even lie, they're bad. And I actually like Barnacle Bay. That's the crazy part. I like that world. But I think I like it because it's so bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so bad it's actually kind of good in a way. But anyway, I've been fixing up the lots in that world as well. So I've been doing like some rundown beaches and like more lived in beaches and stuff like that. And I'm literally doing a broke down, nasty, grungy apartment build today, which I kind of like how it turned out. Originally for this build, I was going to use a lot of custom content. Like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was going to clutter this lot up with CC, but I decided to not do that. I intended on putting this on the gallery either way, but I was like, you know, I would hate for y'all to like want to download this and it has like a lot of CC. And I'm gonna be honest, y'all, a lot, not all, but a lot of the CC that I do have in the game is really, really old. I'm talking like 2018, 2019, maybe 2020. I have a lot of old stuff. I've started deleting a lot of stuff that was like pre-2020, but I still have like some stuff that's like from before. And I don't even know if those links even work to the CC. And yeah, and you know, as some of y'all know, it's like a hassle sometimes to track down custom content, especially like if you get it from Tumblr, or if the original blog that you go to or you got it from gets taken down. It's a hassle sometimes, right? So I was like, let me not put y'all through the mess of trying to find it, and let me not put myself through the mess of trying to figure out what I used. So I was like, we'll just use Max's stuff today. So there is no CC at all for this build. It is a little annoying though, because I'm gonna have to upload this as a room. So this is an apartment lot. I'm building this in the Pinecrest apartment in Evergreen Harbor. It's the 404 building. I'm gonna have to upload this as a room, and the reason why is because of the way that the apartments work in The Sims 4. You can't really upload them to the gallery, but if you upload it as a room, you can like download it and then like place it down. So basically what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to delete some of the walls, so technically it's a room. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. Hopefully you know what I'm saying though. But basically when you download it, you'll see that there'll be some missing room. Like, some of the rooms won't have walls. All you have to do is just redraw the wall, and then you'll be good to go. Just make sure also you recolor the wallpaper. That's basically all you'll have to do. I don't know why it's like that, but that's just how it is for Sims 4 or whatever. Also too, I need to playtest this house a little bit, y'all, because I'm pretty sure that Sims can walk on that foundation trim as long as it's one tile like above the ground level, but I need to like play test it to make sure it works for the kitchen. And then also in the bedroom, the bed is like at a slant, and I need to make sure that the Sim can still use it. I think they can, because I didn't have move objects on when I placed it down. Usually in Sims 4, if Sims can reach the top of the bed, like where the pillow and stuff is, usually they can get into the bed. So I'm gonna have to like play test it to make sure. So if there are some things moved around, you know why. But also, we're in the bathroom now. I kind of talked over the whole entire apartment. Low-key, I'm in a yapping mood, y'all. But anyway, we're in the bathroom now, and as you can see, I drew like a little wall in the bathroom. So sometimes when I have bathrooms that are too big in The Sims, or like just a little bit too big, I'll sometimes draw a wall and that way it'll kind of like take up a little bit more space. So as you can see, we have the shower in that little nook space. I have 2 countertops, and then I also have a toilet, and then of course, you know, now we have room for the door and everything. It's just a thing that I do to just kind of make the room a little bit smaller. Sometimes I feel like for a lot of people, myself included, when you have like really big rooms in The Sims, I feel like it's just hard to furnish them sometime, where it's like you don't really know like what to put, or even if you put everything you want, you just feel like you have a lot of empty space. So this way, at least with this room anyway, it's like a good way to kind of fill in space by just drawing a, you know, like a little wall. And it's kind of realistic because some bathrooms, some rooms have stuff like this. So, you know, it kind of just works out in a way. I kind of like how the apartment looks though. Like, it is really, really bad. It's really grungy, really run down. I know, intentionally, right? But I kind of like the way it looks. Like, story-wise, I feel like Hope just saw like some ad in the paper, or like she saw some ad when she was scrolling through a website, and she was like, oh, great, this apartment is dirt cheap. I'm going to just move in here. And I feel like when she actually like got inside of the building, she's like, this is really bad. Like, it has a smell, there's water damage, there's mold, scratches, holes in the wall. Like, this is barely livable, you know what I'm saying? But she got the apartment for a cheap price. The rent is really, really cheap. My intention also at first was to make this into a starter apartment, but I think I went over that budget. I know this apartment is over 15,000 simoleons, so it may still be a starter apartment. I need to like see, but even if it's not, it's okay because we have enough money to move here. It's just my intention at first was to make this into a starter apartment because I didn't really want to use all of the money that we had, you know. I want my Sims to be broke and to struggle, but not that much, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I guess we'll see when she moves in. If I need to, I can maybe like cheat some money away or something like that. Because I kind of want us to like low-key like start from the ground up, you know? I forgot to mention this, but this apartment is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. Now, it's just us, and we're not going to be living here that long, so I decided to turn the other bedroom, this is like the smaller one, into a home office space. For her generation, you have to max out the logic skill, the charisma skill, and also the violin skill. Now, she has a little bit of violin skill and charisma skill, and I don't even know if we even have the logic skill. I need to like check to see. I did not place a chess table in this house. Looking back, I should have probably done that. I also kind of hate how you can't really place anything on the balcony for these apartments, and like that is just so annoying because like imagine if you could, y'all, you could have like a really cute balcony section, but for some reason we just can't do that. So no chess table in this house, but we can always go to like the library or like a park to use the chess table or take a skill class, I guess. But I just kind of wanted this room to just be like a, you know, like a second room in the house, you know. I did put a violin in here. There's a computer desk, and then we also have a chair. You'll see that I use the curtains from the werewolf pack to kind of just cover over some of the windows. Like, again, I don't know who used to live here, and I don't know how long it's been since someone lived here before Hope, but like whatever happened here, y'all, these Sims did a number on this place, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's graffiti, there's just some of everything. They did a number on this apartment. But yeah, so I also have a little like space heater over here as well. I did put like a chair from the basement treasures kit, I think that's what it's called. I did put that over there as well, just for some like extra stuff in here. And then you'll see at the very end of the video, I went back and I just added a bunch more clutter. I put a plant in here, I put a rug in here as well, there's a candle, a little book. So I was really just trying to like clutter it up after a while, because like sometimes I've noticed with, especially like recently, whenever I like do these videos, sometimes I'll like have everything that I want, and then like before I stop recording, I'll go back and look around. I'm like, oh wait, you know what, this would be nice to have this there or whatever. That's why like sometimes you'll see in screenshots I have like additional objects that weren't in the video at first, because like, you know, sometimes I go back and I'm like, oh wait, let me just add this real quick, you know. So last but not least, we're moving on to Hope's bedroom, and you've probably seen it, but I did like swap out the windows, because like for this apartment, for some reason you can't change the windows by the door. Like the front door you can't move, and you can't move the window by the front door, but the other windows you can move. You also cannot move the door with the balcony, but you can move the other windows. So I got rid of these like horizontal ones for some vertical ones, and then for the wallpaper I used the Love Struck wallpaper. I don't know why, but I really like the floral print for it, but I do go back and I make it kind of grungy, so you know, it's not that nice. I also use the bed from the Love Struck pack. I'll just say this about the bed in case anyone is wondering or whatever. So this bed, it was a pre-order bonus if you got Love Struck when it first came out, or if you like bought it within that allotted time they usually give you. So if you didn't buy Love Struck until recently, for example, you won't have this bed in your game. So you may have one from base game, or you may have to like replace it with something. I just like this one because it looks really run down. The sheets are hanging off, kind of giving hard times. So I'm using that bed. But if you do download this and you're like, CJ, why is the bed not showing up? What's going on? It was a pre-order bonus kind of thing. I kind of don't really like when they do stuff like this because I feel like if you ever get the stuff in the future, you missed out, right? But I just liked it because of the way it looked, so I'm using it today. But we have the bed at a slant. I need to also, like I said, play test this bed. It should work, but I'm gonna play test it to make sure. If not, I'll just move it in a more like, like organized way. Oh, and then also too, I do want to mention, as you can see, I'm skipping around a lot, but I did find these, like, I guess they're like window smudges. I don't really know what the official name for it is, but there's like these objects where you can put them on windows or like walls and kind of have like smudge marks. So I put a lot of those for the windows as well. And I also realized that we had ceiling fans, so I used the ones from the werewolf pack as well. So for her bedroom, I do use the wardrobe. I believe it's from For Rent. I also have like that little like 3-paneled photo frame. That's the one from Growing Together. I just really like that one. You can put a lot of photos together. I also do put some graffiti in here. Now, I don't think that she painted this. I think it was just here when she got here, but it looks kind of nice, right, with the axolotl on it. So like, I just kind of kept it. I do use a different mirror. I swapped this one out with the one from the werewolf pack because it's kind of cracked. So, I had to use it. Also, we will be using it for the charisma skill anyway. So I needed one in here anyway. And then I also put a little chair, which I believe the chair is from maybe Adventure Awaits, I want to say. But in all, that's pretty much it, y'all, for the entire apartment. I feel like it's kind of crazy if I say I like how it turned out. I mean, I do, but also, like, it looks kind of bad, right? Like, there's stains on the wall. Mystery stains on the wall. But I think it's so bad it looks nice, right? Like, it looks good, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go. But yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. I am gonna put this up on the gallery, by the way. So my gallery ID is Seekingly, the same name as my Twitch name. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so you can see it. It'll be on the gallery, but it will be as a room. So just make sure that when you place it down, you fix the walls that I delete, and then like also fix the wallpaper. That's basically all you have to do. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this video. Please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. If you want to see me stream the hot tea, I stream this on Mondays and Tuesdays currently on Twitch at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll leave a link to my channel down below, and also I'll leave a link to my second YouTube channel because over there I upload the VODs of the streams in case you can't see them when I do go live. So I'll leave that down below as well. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching, and also please stick around for the screenshots. Okay, bye!